single day. I'm gonna make something.
Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name is James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2016 Volkswagen Polo. It's a 1.2 TSI Match, 5-door, it's done 65,000 miles and it's got full service history with 5 services in total. Okay, so we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now and we find them to be really popular, mainly because it means you get to view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, but as if you were here in person. As I go around the vehicle with you today, we'll look at all the panels individually, looking for any marks, any scratches or any dints. We'll look at the wheels and the tyres. We'll have a look inside the vehicle, have a look at the seats, have a look in the boot, have a look at the functionality. I'll even tell you what it smells like in there as well. Now, once we've done that, we'll pop the bonnet, have a look at the engine, and then finally we'll have a look underneath at the underside of the engine and the chassis. Now, once you've watched the video, if you're happy with what you see and you want to buy it, a small deposit will secure it and we can pretty much deliver it anywhere in the country. If you're looking to finance a car, we'll go through an application with you, which usually takes about 5 minutes, and we can usually get you a decision within about an hour. Obviously, you don't need to put a deposit in if you don't want to, and obviously we've got lots of different options which suit most people. Equally, if you've watched the video and you think I've missed something, or if you want to see something in a little bit more detail, please just give us a call and ask. We're more than happy to show you absolutely anything. There's nothing to hide at all. Right, so let's start with the bonnet and then we can work our way around from there. Zoom that out a little bit. I can tell you, I did go for a little drive in it this morning just to get, obviously, myself used to the vehicle and get an idea of what it is and how it is inside. And it is a cracking little car, it really is. Drives fantastic and there's lots of different options on it as well, which we will obviously get to later on. For the bonnet, hopefully you can see, I've passed her over it a few times, it's in nice clean condition, there's no obvious marks or dints. Now I'd be very surprised if there's no stone chips. As you can probably appreciate, it's done 65,000 miles and there are a couple and they are tiny, nothing that you would pick out easily. So, driver's side headlight, working around the front bumper, you can see that it's got parking sensors on the front, and as you can see, it's in nice clean condition. Onto the passenger side front wing. And hopefully, as you can see, it's in really nice clean condition. Passenger side front wheel and tyre, the wheel's in good condition, although there is a little bit of curbing, as you can see. Obviously that's all rectifiable if you're really bothered. Tyres, I would guess at about 3 mil. So, windscreen. Hopefully you can see from that there's no stone chips or cracks, it's nice and clean. Right, so let's work up the pillars first. See, making sure there's no dents, and there isn't. On the roof, it's nice and clean. There's obviously been a bit of bird poo there, unfortunately I have to wash that off, but as you can see it's really nice and clean, there's no damage, and as you can see from that shot there's no dents either. Right, so passenger side wing mirror is nice and clean, there's no damage and the mirror's intact. So let's go down the passenger side. It's always nice to look down the side because obviously it gives you an indication if there's any dent damage. You can also see that the panel gaps are correct and the paint looks great. So yeah, really nice and clean. There's no obvious dents I can see. There's a little mark there. So it's like a stone chip or something. It's just popped up. Rear quarter. And again, it's really nice and clean. There's a very fine mark there. It's just like a rub mark. Right, so passenger side rear wheel and tyre, wheels in good condition. Again, there's a tiny little bit of curbing, it's not serious. Tyre, as a guesstimate, I'd say probably 5mm. Okay, working our way round to the rear bumper. Again, you'll notice it's got rear parking sensors, so it's got front and rear parking sensors, and the bumper's in nice clean condition. Just have another quick pass, make sure we've not missed anything. No, it's nice and clean. The tailgate, boot, whatever you want to call it, is really nice and clean. And the paint's fantastic. The only thing I've just noticed is the eye's missing on the TSI. So nothing at the end of the day, it's a really easy part to replace. So let's have a quick look in the back. No, I'm not, it's not open. Put the keys in my pocket. Right, so boot, very clean. Partial self is there. In the back, nice size boot. Small dog would fit in there quite easily, shopping, whatever. And then it's obviously got the divider, so you can. Oh, can't do it one-handed. So basically, that will go. There we go. That's not quite right, but hang on one second. Let me just pull that down. Can't do it one-handed. Basically, that will sit there, you know what I mean. So you can have it at the bottom, or you can have it there. I just can't do it one-handed, unfortunately. You can sit on that lip there and in there. I just can't quite do it one-handed, unfortunately. But yeah, it's in nice, clean condition. Underneath is your spare wheel, and it's a full size, and it's a brand new Continental. It is a full size, isn't it? I think so. It looks like a full size, and all your toolkit's there, so that's good. There is a light in the back as well, and that all works perfect. Okay, so passenger side rear tail light is nice and clean. There's no damage, no cracking, there's no misting, everything looks bob on. And same for the driver's side, again nice and clean. Right, so let's work our way down. Tell you what, let's go over the pillars again first. I always like to look at that first, just obviously make sure there's no dints on there. It's not easy to get a dint on there, but it's always worth looking first. When I'm buying a car, that's what I always look at. Rear quarter, and as you can see, it's really nice and clean. So let's go down the passenger side again. So let's do the same as we just did on the passenger side for the driver's side. Get my words out. Gaps again look spot on. Panels look really nice and clean. Hopefully you can see on that there's no damage. Let's have a couple of little passes just to make sure we're not missing anything. Yeah, it's superb. Right, so driver's side, rear wheel and tyre. Wheels clean, there's no damage. Tyre, I'd guess it's about 2 or 3mm. Onto the driver's side front wing. And again, it's superb. Driver's side, front wheel and tyre, wheels in great condition. There's a couple of little tiny bits of curbing. And there. And the tyre, I would guess about 3 or 4mm. Right, so onto the interior. I'll just put this down here. So, driver's side door card. Door card's really nice and clean, there's no damage. You'll notice there's 4 electric windows and a window lock. Your door lock's there. It has got heated electric mirrors. And there are 2 full-size keys. So, driver's seat. Bolsters are really nice and firm. The material's really nice and clean. There's no damage, and they look very nice as well. Driver seat can be raised and lowered, and that works spot on. Let me get in. It's toasty today, so I'm going to start it up. You have to drop the clutch on these to get them started. Get the air conditioning on. Wow. Right, so onto the interior. The steering wheel is nice and clean. There's no damage on it. It looks very smart as well. You'll notice on the dashboard there's no warning lights. Obviously at the moment the stop start's not working because we're not moving, and obviously that will be activated once you are. But as you can see, other than that, other than the fuel light, the parking brake, and obviously that I'm not wearing my seatbelt, there are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. It's a 5-speed gearbox with reverse. Down below here you've got USB, so you can put your phone in and charge it up, and obviously you can have Apple CarPlay through the vehicle as well, and you've got auxiliary as well, obviously if you've got a phone that won't work with that system. The passenger seats, bolsters again, really very firm and nice and clean, as is the seat. I don't think that's been used very much, if I'm honest. Dashboard is nice and clean, and it's free from any damage. Right, so onto the media centre. Really nice bit of kit. It works really well. I was quite surprised on what's actually in there. Obviously it's got DAB. You can go into menu, and then obviously you've got App Connect, which is basically Apple CarPlay with Android Auto and MirrorLink. So you know it can work with most modern phones. That works really well. Click on menu again. You've got your telephone, you've got your DAB radio, media. Obviously on the media, that's when your phone's going to be plugged into it. You can even look at images. So on your phone you can view it on here. So that's really quite cool. And obviously the settings as well are on there set up. But yeah, nice system, works really well. It's a decent sound, and everything works really well. Obviously for me, it's a seller straight away. It's got Apple CarPlay. Not much has got that anymore. That obviously, like the smaller stuff, it's usually just the basic radio system. So steering wheel controls, obvious stuff really. You've got your voice command, your telephone, and then obviously you can go. Let's go on to radio, and you can go on that. So this part here is for your screen. Obviously you can see there's not much fuel in there at the minute. And then you can skip with that one, and then this one is you can see on your screen you can have different things on there for your vehicle status and whatever else. But yeah, really good. So cruise control to the left hand side, and then your volume button for your media center as well. Obviously it's got parking sensors as we discussed, and as you can see it comes up on the screen, so you'll get a fan in the front and a fan in the back. Yeah, nice system, works really well. Everything looks really nice and clean. Roof lining is, again, it's really nice and clean. It's free from damage. I can tell you it doesn't smell of anything like cigarettes. It just smells quite nice. It's a neutral sort of smell. So yeah, they're good. Obviously it's got full service history. The service book's all in there. And then your SD card and your video entertainment extra are down there. So you can use an SD card slot for music, videos, whatever. I'm not sure about videos actually, but music definitely. Right, so in the back, again, you can see it's really nice and clean. We'll have a quick look in there as well, a close look. Switch that off. Pop the bonnet by doing that down here, and we'll have a look under there in a few minutes. So in the back, door cards, again, really nice and clean. The seats in the back are superb. It would suggest it's probably had an MOT recently. There is a cup holder in the rear as well. And as you can see, the door cards are really nice and clean all round, as are the seat backs. It's a nice place to be. Lovely little car, drives very nice as well. Let's have a quick look in the passenger side. Again, door card's really clean, obviously electric window. And again, everything's nice and clean. There is a little tiny bit of damage on that arm there. It's nothing serious, which is what it is, obviously. In the back, again, obviously you can see everything's really nice and clean. Right, so let's have a quick look under the bonnet. So, superb under the bonnet, everything looks really nice and clean. You can see that the fluids are all clean and to the correct levels. There's no signs of any historic oil leaks. There's no oily residue around the engine. Everything looks quite clean. Obviously it's got full service history, it's been looked after. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Right, so let's have a quick look underneath. So you can see there's no signs of any oily residue underneath. There's no historic oil leaks. And everything looks nice and dry under there and tidy from obviously what you can see. So the exhaust in good condition, it's not rusty or anything like that. Okay, so hopefully I've shown you everything that you would need to see if you were here in person, and probably a little bit more as well. I'd rather show you too much than not enough at the end of the day. So thanks for watching and sticking with me. I really appreciate it. Any questions, any problems, if you want to buy it, give us a call. Numbers at the end. Thanks for watching. More importantly though, stay safe, look after yourself. Bye bye.